I want Devin Haney to bust up the belts. Let me explain why.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the greats, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you hear, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
So, Devin Haney, the undisputed champion of the world. For me, there is one fight for him, and that is Gervonta Tank Davis. There used to be two fights, but Shakur gave that away to Lomachenko. So, and he already fought Lomachenko. So the only fight for Devin at 135 is Gervonta Tank Davis. Well, he don't need the belts for that because Tank don't want the belts. Or do they want the belts? Because one day they say they don't want the belts, and one day they say they do want the belts. I'm confused on either way. But either way it goes, Devin don't need the belts to fight Tank Davis. Nobody else had the belts to fight Tank Davis. So Devin don't need the belts to fight Tank Davis. I want Devin. He's already undisputed. He's already did what he needed to do. Throw all the belts away now and either go to 140. You throw the belts away, go to 140, and you already got them. They're yours. They belong to you. So what you can do now is go to 140. You go to 140, get new pastures. There's a new pasture there for you. Oh, come on, BF. Why are you doing that, BF? Why don't you want him to get, see, y'all scared of Shakur, man. You scared, man. Y'all scared of Tank, man. You scared. Why don't you want Dev to give those guys, wait a minute. Didn't you guys discredit Devin Haney for getting all the belts in one fight? So if Devin fights Tank Davis with all the belts, doesn't Tank get all the belts in one fight? If Devin fights Shakur, doesn't Shakur get all the belts in one fight if they beat Devin, which I don't believe they will? But don't they get all the belts in one fight? Isn't that what y'all slammed Devin for? Oh, man, Devin got all the belts in one fight. He ain't do no hard work. Devin didn't do nothing. Devin did. He got all the belts in one fight. Devin got, okay, all right, fine. So show us how it's done. Show us how it's done. Devin is making it easy for y'all because Devin did all the hard work. Devin signed a deal, a fucking slave deal, to fight Bozo 2 times in Australia, even if he wins. No rematch if he loses, but if he wins, he's got to go back there and fight him again. And take B-side bread and all thing and everything. And he accepted to get the belts. Nobody is doing what Devin's done. No one. No one's even trying to do what Devin done. As a matter of fact, if you asked somebody to do what Devin does, then you get a bunch of fucking excuses and crying. Oh, man, you protecting Dev. I'm not protecting Devin from anything. Not protecting the man from nothing. I'm holding that man to his word. That man said all of 2023 is his. If anybody wants a belt, they got to go through him to get it. He already fought Lomachenko. It is Tank Davis. Not Shakur. Shakur gave it to Loma. Oh, man, he didn't give it to Loma. Yeah, he did. Bro, you told the world that Loma won. You're telling the world this. You're telling the world that you should be fighting Loma. So fight him. He's available. What's the problem? Why is that a problem for Shakur or Shakur's fans to fight Lomachenko and show us how it's done? Beat Lomachenko. What's the problem? You think Loma won? Beat Lomachenko. Isn't Loma old? Loma's going to get washed, and you're this and you're special. And I'm not downing him saying Shakur is not special or not talented, but Loma's available. What's the problem? You're no longer the mandatory. It's Lomachenko. So if you beat Lomachenko, you get the mandatory spot back. What's the problem? Not only the mandatory spot in one sanctioned body, shit, Lomachenko is ranked number 1 in like 3 of them. What's the problem? What's the issue? That's a win-win. So you fight Lomachenko, you beat Lomachenko better than Devin beat Lomachenko, better than anybody else beat Lomachenko. Okay, now you're the mandatory for Devin. There you go. You're going to get a shot with or without it. It doesn't matter, right? What's the problem? Oh, but you want the belts. Well, if you wanted the belts, why didn't you talk to Bob Arum? Why didn't you talk to Jay Prince if you wanted the belts? Whatever. Well, they'll be there because I want Devin to throw them motherfuckers. I want him to Dragon Ball Z them motherfuckers. I want him to motherfucking Spirit Ball bust the motherfuckers all up and make everybody do what they shitted on Devin and said Devin didn't do. Oh, man, he ain't do nothing. He got the belts all in one fight, man. It was just one fight, man. It's crazy, man. He ain't do nothing. He ain't do no hard work. He ain't do nothing. Okay, so do the hard work. What's the problem? I fuck with Shakur. I fuck with Frank Martin. Pitbull Cruz, Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank don't want the belts, or maybe he does. I don't know. They say one thing today, and then the next thing tomorrow they'll say something else, and the day before that they say something else. So I don't know what Tank wants, but I guess he's preparing a contract. Just keep waiting on that contract that he's preparing. Just keep waiting. He's preparing one. He's prepared, man. It's just, hey, just wait now. Wait for another couple of months now, because he's preparing. Yeah, that contract's going to be prepared, and they're going to send that contract November. Matter of fact, they're going to send that contract right after Devin signs to fight Regis Porgray. Then they're going to send Devin a contract. And they're going to say, nah, we're not fighting, or we need to fight only for the belts. If we can't get the belts, then there's no reason to fight Devin Haney, man. Ain't no reason to fight. Why we want to fight Devin? Fight Devin for what? He don't got no belts. We want the belts. Why we got to fight? We don't got to fight Devin, man. Fight Devin. He don't got the belts no more. We don't want to fight him. Okay, that's fine. So then I will be expecting, if that's the excuse given, I'm not saying it will be, but if that's the excuse given, then I'm expecting whomever gives it to be fighting whoever has the belt. Don't tell me about, oh man, hold on a second, bro. Listen, bro, I got to fight this mandatory. Everybody in here and listen to my voice knows that unifications trump mandatories. Coleslaw Davis talking about, I'm waiting for light skin to move up. I'm waiting for light skin to move up. Light skin's going to move up. Light skin's moving up. I'm waiting for light skin to move up. Fine, no problem. When you get a belt, when light skin moves up, because I know they'll try to gift you the WBO strap. They'll try to gift you that in the hope that, they can make a Shakur Stevenson Tank Davis fight and then try to gift you the WBO strap and then let Lomachenko go try to collect another belt somewhere else. I mean, I know the deal. Lomachenko and Pitbull Cruz for the vacant WBC. Then they just elevate out of nowhere. They just elevate Tank Davis to the WBA super champion. Yeah, without fighting anybody. He just gets elevated. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Tank is going to get elevated to the WBA super champion, and they're going to get rid of the WBA regular. Motherfucking Lomachenko will fuck around and fight Pitbull Cruz or someone like that for the vacant WBC. Shakur Stevenson will go fight somebody for the vacant IBF, or Lomachenko will fight for the vacant IBF. That bum-ass nigga, that fucking garbage-ass nigga from overseas, whoever the fuck that bum-ass nigga is, Lomachenko will fight that bum-ass nigga for the vacant IBF, and then Shakur will fight Pitbull Cruz, or someone like that, Zapata. Not even Zapata, George Kambosos for the vacant WBC. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson versus George Kambosos for the vacant WBC. Vasil Lomachenko versus that bum-ass nigga from overseas for the vacant IBF. Tank Davis will get elevated to the motherfucking WBA Super, and the WBA regular will vanish. And Shakur Stevenson will fight some bum-ass nigga mysteriously and magically for the vacant WBO. And when that happens, let's see who tries to unify. Let's see, because there'll be 4 different champions. So let's see who we go on the hard road, the road that Devin didn't do to unify all the belts. Let's just see. I put money right now so there will not be an undisputed champion when Devin busts up those belts. There will not be one. The only way there'll be an undisputed champion is if Devin allows it. Because Devin is the undisputed champion. So if Devin fights Tank, Tank has a chance to be undisputed. If Devin fights Shakur, Shakur got a chance to be undisputed. If Devin fights anybody, they have a chance to be undisputed. I want Devin to bust him up because everybody said Devin didn't do it the hard way. So I want y'all to show me how it's done. Devin didn't do it the hard way. He got all those belts in one fight. No problem. Show me how it's done. Let's see if Tank Davis unifies the belts, the IBF and the WBA with Lomachenko. Let's just see. Let's just see if Bob Arum allows Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko to unify the WBO and IBF. Let's just see. Let's just see if Coleslaw Davis unifies the WBO with the WBC with Shakur Stevenson. Let's just see. Because the last I checked, they said we're friends. We're brothers. We're brothers and we're colored and we're brothers. That's what, they're never going to fight each other. So let's just see if they fucking have a change of heart. Let's just see if friends can fight. If they have a change of heart and unify the division. Let's just see. Or are they going to be content having one fucking belt saying, I'm a multi-division champion, Shakur Stevenson. I'm a multi-division champion. Is Tank going to be content with just saying, I'm the real WBA champion. I'm the real champion. I'm a real boy now. Let's just see if Lomachenko's going to be content. His dream, his lifelong dream. He's sitting in the background crying like a bitch, crying his ass off, like Terrence Best videos when you lost in that debate, crying like a bitch. Oh God, it's my dream, it's my dream. Okay, let's just see if Lomachenko's going to sit in the background crying like a bitch and not fight or anybody for unification. Or let's just see if Lomachenko starts saying, oh, here's Tank ducking me again. Here's Tank ducking me again. Let's just see if Floyd Mayweather says, like I said before, what was it? You know, Tank the A-side. You know, listen, Lomachenko's old. You know, he lost to Devin. He really lost to Devin. You know, I didn't put my 2 cents in, but I'm telling y'all right now, he lost to Devin. So I mean, we don't gotta rush. We could take our time. Let's just see if that energy comes back. Let's just see, because Devin is making 135. Devin. Making, and I'm not talking about weight. It is Devin Haney. You remove Devin Haney, all those belts are bust up, and you got a whole bunch of crying bitch ass niggas doing a bunch of crying and bitching. And this is no disrespect to any of those fighters except for Coleslaw Davis, man. Fuck that whole ass nigga. But the rest of them, no. Shakur is a dog, bro. He's an amazing fighter. I fuck with Tank Davis heavy. He's a dog. He's an amazing fighter. I just don't like his moves. I don't like Shakur's moves. I fuck with Frank Martin heavy, bro. But let's see if Frank Martin gets a shot, because he's gonna be somebody's mandatory. he's gonna either be the mandatory for Tank Davis, which, well, probably not, because that'll be Zapata. They just jump Frank Martin. So Zapata's right there. So don't be surprised if motherfucking Tank Davis fights Zapata. Shakur Stevenson fights some fucking bum that nobody heard of, or a rematch, or maybe he fights Pitbull Cruz. Don't be surprised if motherfucking, I don't even think Pitbull Cruz, to be honest. I actually can see Lomachenko fighting Pitbull Cruz. But don't be surprised if Frank Martin fights one of these guys, and it is the best fight, and it won't be, I highly doubt it'll be Tank Davis. I more so think that Frank Martin will either fight motherfucking Coleslaw Davis for the WBO strap, which is that's the fight I think happens. And if that fight don't happen, because there's conversation for it, then he's going to get frozen out. He's going to have to force his mandatory spot on somebody, because nobody's going to be looking to fight Frank Martin. They're going to be looking to age this man out more, because he's already 28, 29. They're going to be looking to put some more mileage on this man's shoulders. So I don't see that, but all of those things will be going on Devin bust up the belt. So let's just see if Shakur concedes the A side to Tank Davis and says, I want to unify these straps. Let's unify these straps. You're the A side. Let's just see if he concedes it. Let's see. Let's see if Vasyl Lomachenko is now looked at as the greatest since Muhammad Ali because he was robbed against Devin. So let's just see if Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson, who are all on Top Rank, let's just see if those guys unify. They're all on Top Rank. Let's just see if they fight. Let's just see if Bob Arum allows that to happen. Let's just see if he allows his golden boy in Lomachenko. Let's just see if he allows his great white hype to fight Shakur Stevenson. Let's just see. Let's see if Shakur Stevenson and it says, listen, you're my friend. Coleslaw Davis, you're my friend. But I need them belts. Let's just see if he's got that energy. And we will see when Devin busts those belts up. Because everybody right now is looking at Devin Haney. Devin, and you're supposed to call his name out because he's the man. You're supposed to go after him because he's the man. But you're really not going after him. You are just clout chasing this man. You are just clout chasing. Nobody is pressing to fight him. No one. You got one person say, oh man, let me get in the ring with you. But when you say you're trying to make a 4-fight option, nah, focus on Lomachenko. When you're sitting right next to Bob Arum, who can make the fight, crickets. Then you have another guy saying, oh, we sending the contract. Be ready for this contract. Get ready for this contract. We're going to send a contract. Just be ready. Be ready for this contract, man. I'm just saying, be ready because the contract's coming, man. Be ready. Any day now, the contract's coming. Just be ready. Then you have another guy saying, I'm waiting for light skin to move up. When light skin move up, I'll fight for a belt. If anybody else wants to fight me right now, just remember that I'm 7-0. I'm only 8-0. Just remember that. There is one fighter willing to fight Devin, that is Frank Martin. And he does nothing for Devin. No disrespect to Frank because I fuck with Frank heavy. But he does nothing for Devin Haney. Nothing. The only person at 135 that does anything for Devin is Gervonta Tank Davis. That is it. If any other fighter, Devin is doing for them. Devin is doing for Shakur. Shakur is not doing nothing for Devin. Nothing. Devin is doing for him. Frank is not doing nothing for Devin. Devin is doing for him. Devin is giving him a chance at Undisputed. Devin is giving Shakur a chance at Undisputed. Devin is giving Pitbull, Loma, whomever a chance at Undisputed. The only person doing anything for Devin at 135, the only person is Tank. That's it. I don't care if y'all like it or not. I don't care. That's it. And Tank don't care about the belts. So they can fight at 140. The weight shouldn't matter. They're still the 4 kings. And the last I checked, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight all the other kings at 147. Roberto Duran didn't fight all the other 3 kings at 147. Thomas the Hitman Hearns didn't fight all the other kings at 147. Only Marvelous Marvin Hagler fought them all at 160. It is what it is. So again, I want Devin Haney to bust those belts up. They're going to hate you regardless. Whether you stay there, they're going to hate you. If you leave, they're going to hate you. Doesn't matter. You said what you said. The end of 2023. Let's see if you get that contract. If you don't get the contract from Tank, go to 140. And that's where I stand. BFTB. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.